Hey, Kima, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good, thank you. You look beautiful, girl.
Thank you. So do you.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Yeah, you know what? I was really excited to connect with you today because you actually hit home for me. And I think I was sharing with you and your company on your practice on Instagram how I lost my mom, sister, and dad to cancer within 3 years. So when I come across your posts and everything like that, it's very kind of like for me, a full circle moment on that education. And I really was excited to chat with you so you can share that in your story with the audience. Yeah.
Yes, yes, I will. I'm excited as well.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks so much, Kima. So my first question for you is, can you just tell us your name? I just said it, but can you tell us your name, your title, and what have you built? Give us an overall, picture of what you do.
Yeah, so my name is Keyma Jones. I'm a family nurse practitioner, also the co-owner of Neotech Vitality Primary Care and Aesthetics. What it is, it's a basically a primary care office. A little bit different than traditional primary care because we're a hybrid. So half the practice is membership model, and that's people who don't want to use their insurance, who's
Oh,
underinsured or have no insurance at all. So you have a membership model where it can be anywhere from it's age tiered, so anywhere from $25 to $90 a month, and that comes with um, primary care services. You get your provider's phone number, so you can call us after hours. We try to get you in the same day or at least the next day. We draw labs on site, and we partner with LabCorp to make sure that your labs are like 75% off. So sometimes that's cheaper than insurance.
yeah.
And then we have meds on-site wholesale as well. And then we have the traditional side, which is just like traditional primary care, except that I think is more patient centered. That was our vision, and we just wanted to change the way people see healthcare.
Yeah.
Lastly, we have an aesthetic portion of our
Yes.
practice, which is headed up by a licensed esthetician, and she does all corrective skincare, chemical peels, microneedling, uh, customized facials, you name it.
Yes.
So it's
You know what?
all very encompassing.
Yes. You know what? I'm so happy you broke that down, Kima, because just I didn't know that was the overall, business concept that you guys have. That is like so decent, like beyond amazing,
Yeah.
because it sounds like it's community driven at the same time. Like
Definitely.
for you guys to have that membership. Oh my God, we got to get you over here in a Philly market soon. You got to roll out to the Philly
Yeah,
market. So, yes. Because,
listen, Philly is not too far away because I have driven
uh,
up to Philly for a job, so it's not too far away, and it's only when you need healthcare, and a lot of times we do
yeah,
virtual visits, so it's not like you always gotta drive to Delaware. I mean, most of the times you do have to be in, Philadelphia in Delaware because I'm
yeah.
in the process of getting my MP license for, Pennsylvania,
Oh,
but,
great.
yes, come on down, I would love
Good.
to have
Awesome.
everybody.
I love that. I'm definitely going to be sharing this like with more people, especially like with mature women, like my age and older, because a lot of appointments we miss and all of that stuff that our health that we should be ignoring, but we kind of ignore anyway. So I love the overall business concept that you guys have and structure of your business for sure. What does a hybrid primary care practice? You kind of like just touched on that actually, what hybrid did. Is there anything else you wanted to add on to that? Like, walk us through what makes your model different from a traditional primary practice.
Well, one, like I mentioned,
Yeah,
it has a two sides. So you have the option of picking to use your insurance or not use your insurance,
yeah,
right? But I don't want that to deter people because when we say it's personalized and individualized for the membership portion of it, you still get a good quality care with the traditional insurance, and that's our
yeah,
vision. What I think really sets us apart is we came from a big healthcare facility organization. So we kind of understand all the nuances that people are feeling. Like you're not
yeah,
heard, appointments are rushed, you can't get in to see your provider. You might see many different providers. So we
yeah,
took all of that and kind of, all of the problems, all the issues that patients face and brought it here and tried to kind of correct those things. So that's why we kind of put the two models together for you
yeah.
to kind of have a choice. So like I said, it's membership based. I like to call it the Amazon of healthcare because
I
it's
love
just like Amazon. You
that.
pay a membership.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, you pay a membership fee. It's the same type of thing.
Yeah.
And if you do have insurance, you can still use it as well too. So
Yeah.
anything with our four walls is under your membership fee.
Yeah.
Anything that's outside, we can get a discount, or we work with the provider, imaging facility, or labs to get you a more
Yeah.
affordable rate.
Yeah. I love
Hmm.
that, especially in today's economy. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's no
Hmm.
need for anyone to miss an appointment if they do have that membership option versus using, your actual insurance. So that's good to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Thank you for sharing
Yes.
that with me, Kima. Yeah. You
Of
mentioned feeling, let me go. What was the moment you realized traditional primary care wasn't sustainable for everyone?
Oh, wow. It was so many aha moments, but,
Yeah.
for me personally, at the moment I realized it, I was actually sitting next to a nurse and my schedule was filled up. And one of my patients called and they said, oh, Kima doesn't have any appointments on her schedule for the whole like 10 days. She's like, you're going to have to go to urgent care. This is a patient that I was very familiar with. I knew very
Wow.
well. And I was like, oh my God, like this is not what I want. This is not how I want to
Yeah.
practice.
Yeah.
So at that moment, I have to do something different. I have to, I want to deliver care differently. Even more so, I was spending so much time. I was spending my lunch. I was taking my charts home. Like, my family is watching a movie. I'm in the office of my home,
Yeah.
kind of charting my charts, doing all type of things. And I was just like, I started to get burned out, and I felt like
Mm.
my passion to kind of fade. Like I didn't
Yeah.
have that fire I had in the beginning. So I was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to feel like this. I have to do something different. And that's when I decided to pivot.
Yeah. That was a great pivot.
Mhm.
And like that work life balance is so important and crucial, especially for us mothers and our and wives, because like the schedule is
Yes.
nonstop. Yeah, it's a nonstop schedule. That's one of the reasons why I left corporate. Like I just couldn't take it anymore. I was like coming home exhausted. My kids was getting an
Yeah.
exhausted mom. You know what I mean? So to make that,
Yes.
yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly. To make that
Yeah.
pivot takes a lot of coverage, strength
It
to get to that
does.
point.
Does.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like it's a big mental thing too, right? Because I take
Yeah.
my mental health very seriously. And I noticed that I was beginning to feel more anxious, more depressed. I actually went to a period of really bad anxiety. Um, and then I started to snap at my husband and my children. I was like, no, I
Yes.
can't live like this anymore.
Yes.
Mhm.
You know what? I went through that myself, especially like getting older. You know what I mean? Like I feel like in your
Yeah.
20s and 30s is all cute, it's fine and dandy. And I don't know how old you are. I'm speaking for myself. I'm a middle-aged woman. And I remember being in my
Yeah.
20s and 30s, and the hustle was cute then, right? And then the older you get, you're kind of like, hold up, wait a minute. I'm a little bit more tired than I'm used to. I'm a little bit more anxious,
Yes.
depression, all of that stuff kicks in. And I remember when my mom passed, and I was like, life is too short.
Mhm.
Life is too short to be living
Absolutely.
it like this every day. So just like yourself,
Whole heart.
exactly. Mental wellness just means a lot to me as well. And I appreciate you sharing that, because a lot of times I think we feel like we have to wear all the hats and do everything flawlessly and kind of forget about ourselves in the process. So for you to make that pivot, that takes a lot of strength to do something like that. So thanks for sharing that, Kima.
Absolutely. Of
Yeah.
course. Of course.
Yeah. And you know what? You
Mhm.
have a practice, like, that's a big deal. And it's a big deal, and it's so inspiring and very empowering for all women, in all ages. My daughter is 10 years old. I'm definitely gonna have her watch this interview. Because we don't see that all yeah, absolutely. We don't see that often, you know? You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
um I did want to ask you this. When you made that pivot, what was the scariest part of stepping into something new, structurally and financially?
Oh my God. All of the things.
Yes.
The one, it was something new. And I'm a type of person like, I'm okay with change most of the
Yes.
time, but I don't like surprises. I don't like to not know. I'm very, very structured most of the
Yeah.
time. So just going from having a paycheck every 2 weeks, having
Yeah.
someone do all the protocol, standard operation procedures, giving you a 9 to 5, scheduling your breaks, to
Yeah.
everything being on you. We're wearing so many hats, right? It was scary. And the big thing is I know medicine. I know how to be a nurse practitioner, give medications, deliver care, but I knew nothing about entrepreneurship. And the little that I thought I knew, that was like the tip of the iceberg. I knew
Yeah.
nothing. So
Yeah.
that was all scary. And then my husband is an entrepreneur. I'm sorry. My husband is an entrepreneur himself.
Yeah.
So it was like we was gonna have no definite income coming in, right? Nobody's gonna have
Yeah.
a 9 to 5. So all those things were extremely scary. And last, I'm like, what if patients don't come? What if patients don't see my vision? What if they want to stay with my old, you know,
Yeah.
job, my old practice? So these are all the things that I was like thinking about. And I was like, it was extremely scary. It was almost like I was paralyzed for a moment, mentally and
Yeah.
physically, of what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But I had to take that step forward and glad I did.
Yeah, I'm glad you did too,
Mm.
because everything that you just said, I can relate to for sure. And I think it's definitely when you're financially stable, right? And you just have money coming in and you have like this structured lifestyle, you know exactly where the pennies are going, when vacation is planned, and then to step into entrepreneurship and you're kind of like, it's a gamble. Just like you said, you
It
you
is.
don't know.
For example.
Yes. You don't
Yeah.
know. You don't know. But I feel like in the health world, like what you have going on, God is going to bless that because it's community driven, if that makes sense. Like I'm
Yeah.
really big on stuff like that. Like I'm really big on stuff like that. So kudos to you for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Praying,
Looking
praying today.
Absolutely, and I'm praying for you too, girl. Like I want us all to win in this space, but
Yeah.
especially in your space, Kima. And I can't preach that enough because I had my share in aesthetics for a long time. I had my share in beauty, and I really didn't know too much about health. Now I work in the health world, but more so with seniors and people going through chemo and radiation and things of that sort. But I didn't know too much about the health industry until I experienced it hands on with my sister at 42 died, passed away from cancer. My mom was 62 and my dad was 62. So, I mean, to have you and your partners out here really, pushing and really educating people, it truly means a lot to me. So I know I keep saying that, but I just wanted to let you know. So I was like, you're gonna definitely go all the way with this, and we're gonna see practices all over. I'm just gonna put that out there already. I'm just gonna put that
Oh,
out
yes,
there
I
already.
received it. I received all the good
Yes,
news.
yes, girl, I got you. But this is a good one. Let me ask you this: looking back, what gave you the strength to move forward? Because I know you have your husband and you have your kids and your husband is an entrepreneur, but like once again we know how that entrepreneurship goes, it's a give and take. Like what gave you that
Mhm.
strength to move forward with your business?
You know what? I really feel like a lot of things. But I have a very good support system from
Yeah.
my parents to my husband to my adult children. Even, I have an 8-year-old. They were all telling me to do it because like I
Yes.
told you, I'm very structured. So I have a business plan. I constantly like pitch my plan to everybody that would listen to me.
Yeah.
And I would pitch it, and I'd be like, oh, maybe it might not work. But
Yeah.
everybody was like, "Kima, you can do this. You can do this." So that was my biggest motivator. And then my
Yeah.
children, they were watching, right? And they
Yeah.
always say like, "I'm their hero," and I'm
Yes.
their idol. And so I'm like, you
Yeah.
know what? Can't let them down. Like I don't want to show them like you come so far and then fear is what holds you
Yeah.
back. So
Yeah.
just basically my family just motivated me to move forward. And
Yeah.
then on top of that, my patients, like I said, a lot of patients, I just didn't feel like they was getting the care they deserved. So
Yeah.
I was like, if I open, I know I can do better. I can change some things. So just
Yeah.
family and the patients has made me continue to persevere.
Yeah. That's your passion and that's what drives you, which is really good. How many children do you have?
5.
You do?
Do.
Nice. What's their
Hmm.
ages? What's their ages?
So I have a 30-year-old, I have a 22-year-old, a 21-year-old, um, 19-year-old, and an 8-year-old. Started over.
You're busy. I'm raised. I have 2 sets too. So good for you. I mean, I'm saying good for you because you have these 5 children and you have this medical practice. You have a lot going on, and that's powerful. Yeah, very powerful.
Yeah, thank you.
Um,
They all keep
yeah,
me down.
absolutely. Because I feel like no matter how old they get, they're still your babies, right? So they're looking at
Oh,
mommy.
yes,
Yeah, they're looking at
yes, and
mommy doing
I
circle.
wish I understand that, like, they're always gonna be my baby. They're like, "No,
Yeah,
we're not." I'm like, "You are, yes,
yeah, you are.
forever."
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Um, the heart behind your work now, like what's the heart behind your work now? Now that you have this practice and it's open, you have your patients and you accomplish that goal for your children. What would you say, what keeps you going on the hard days?
Oh my gosh, my patience, the things that
Yeah.
they say after every appointment, my heart melts. Like, at woman, she sent me a message, right? Because by the way, you can text me, you buy your portal, or if you're on the concierge side, directly to my
Oh,
phone.
nice.
And she said to me, yeah, right. It's not, she said to me, she was like, I feel like I'm in good hands finally. I really
Good.
feel like medications is not going to be just pushed on me. And I feel like I can be with someone I trust. And
Yes.
I was like, oh my God, and this lady, she's not like young, she's older. So
Yeah,
I just can't imagine going through like a healthcare system for so long and not trusting the people that's taking care of you.
exactly.
Not, you know, believing that they're going to give you the medication or just thinking that they're going to push medications on you
Yeah,
for no reason. I was like, that must have just been just the scariest thing ever and just the most uncomfortable thing because your health is
yeah,
everything. You don't have your health,
yeah.
you lose a lot.
You have
Right.
nothing.
So
Yeah.
just you have nothing. So just hearing people talk about that they felt heard for the very first time, I'm really listening. The fact another patient told me the other day, she was like, I sent her a message and told her that just an update. I haven't got your x-ray yet, but just don't want you to think I forgot about you. You
Yeah.
know, they're still pending. And she texts me back, I love it here. This one-to-one care is the
Oh,
best. So
wow.
all these things, I was just like, it just makes me feel so good, and I
Yeah.
leave my job feeling like I changed some lives for the day,
Yeah.
you know?
I love that.
Mhm.
Absolutely. I don't think that you understand that, but a lot of, doctors and nurse practitioners or PAs, they might have a disconnect with that part when it comes with patients and building that relationship, because I know, like, speaking from my personal experience, I had the same doctor for years and I keep talking about
Mhm.
moving to the south because I want to move to the south. But Kima, guess what, the only thing that keeps me here, I'm gonna be honest, it sounds crazy so far, is I'm afraid to go somewhere else. I'm afraid to start at a new doctor's
Yeah.
office or a new practice because I trust her that much. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
what you're saying is definitely, 100% sound and makes sense that, what drives you is your patience and building that relationship. Yeah. How long have you guys
Yeah.
been open?
We have been open since October of 2024, so it's going on 2 years now.
Okay. Okay, good. Good. And so far so good, right?
Mhm.
So far so good.
So far, it's so good. Of course, any business is gonna be ups and downs, and
Absolutely.
it's times where you're panicking, you're losing sleep, but then at the same time, it's the great parts of it as well
Yeah.
too. So it's
Yeah.
never just like a straight where everything is perfect, right? From beginning to where you're at now. It's always like
Yeah.
ebbs and flows, good, bad days, peaks and valleys. So that's what you have to expect, and you just got to keep rolling with the punches.
Absolutely. And that's just the way it is. Trust me, I know. Speaking from experience. One day you're smiling and the next day you crying. It
Yeah.
goes
Oh,
it goes both ways.
that's what days up with tired. Mhm. It's funny
Absolutely.
because I have a business partner as well. Her name is Dr. Janika Wallace. And
Yes.
if you're from the NP community, everyone knows her, everyone loves her. But it's been plenty of times we have sat in the office and been like crying. And we
Yep.
always make a joke that we're either write a book or create a podcast because it's
Yes.
been that much of a journey.
Yes. And your story should be heard. It should be heard and it should be told, like, you guys collectively together. I like that idea of writing a book or a podcast because it's a strong story. Like, I don't know if she's a mom, but just to, like I said, go from like one thing and pivot to another. And raising kids, like, girl, I can see it all for sure. Yeah. Kudos to you guys. Absolutely. How do your children and family, you kind of answered that, factored into your why? You said they were like your passion and really kind of just help you and motivated you to get up and start your new
Yeah.
practice. Yeah. So let me rephrase that. I said your family and your children. What about your husband? Like, is he like all hands on deck with the business? Because I know he has his own thing going on. So you know how that goes. So,
Yeah, yes. He is very much all on, like all in for me because
yeah.
he's been an entrepreneur way before I've been an entrepreneur.
Okay. So he
And when
gets
I
it.
get down on my he gets it, right? And he has to always encourage me and remind me that like this is all part of it. Like it's
Yeah.
not, you know, you're not at your 9 to 5 where you're getting a paycheck in 2 weeks. You can't ever stop the grind.
Yeah.
The minute you stop the grind, the minute you go hungry, right?
Yeah.
So he was like, he just always encouraging me, always pushes me, always tell me what to expect and let me know just like this is normal in entrepreneurship. Like it's
Yeah.
not that you're failing. It's not, you know, you just have to
Yeah.
keep moving forward.
Yeah.
You can look back in a couple of weeks and be like, oh, that was a tough hurdle, but I got over it. So
Exactly.
he's definitely my rock. He's my
Yeah.
rock and he's my person that I think to. I'm like, this, I feel like everything's falling apart. And he's like, it's not.
Yeah.
This is what we need to do.
Yeah. Having that support
Mhm.
system changes everything. Everything,
It
right?
really does.
Yeah, and I feel like we all need just that one person, whether it's a husband, a sister, a mother, a father, but someone constantly in our ear just like really pushing us to keep going. Because it's so easy to be like, I'm done with this. I'm going back to my 9 to 5. I'm going to make my 6 figures and I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? But, to have him in
Yeah,
your life and really motivating you, that's a blessing. So thanks for sharing that
it
part.
really is.
Yeah. I
Of
did have
course.
a question, right? I had a question because I used to do business development for aesthetic companies, but I never had an aesthetic
Mhm.
company that had a built-in medical practice. What made you guys decide to merge the two together? Like beauty, wellness wellness is still medical, but kind of like with this medical practice.
Yeah, so I think they go hand in hand. Wellness, skin health,
Yeah,
just basically a lot of things people don't realize that your skin is sometimes the first thing that shows that you're becoming
exactly.
unhealthy, right? Well, it's a rash, whether it looks like dehydrated, so many different things, right? So I really
Yeah.
think it goes all hand in hand. And I had a personal experience that I wanted to really get into skincare for everyone because I it was about 6, 7 months before my wedding. I was like, when you're about to get married, you're like, you want all things perfect. So I was like, I'm gonna start going to get facials and really taking
Yeah.
care of my skin a lot more. I want to be wet and ready. And I went to a med spa and they gave me hydroquinone. And I applied it to my face, and they didn't give me a lot
Yes.
of instruction. They just said, "Here, put this on, and then come back for a chemical peel." No instructions about anything. So I applied it, and my whole face like got hypo, like it lost color, hypopigmentation,
Yes.
and I lost it. Called the place, and they weren't very helpful at all. So I was
Yeah.
like, I started studying it. The more I started studying it, the more I became more passionate about it.
Yeah.
And then I actually met my licensed esthetician. She actually was a patient of mine, and she'll tell that story many times. And she
Yes.
started talking about skincare, and she worked for Dermalogica at one point,
Yes.
and she was telling me about that. And we just started bouncing ideas off of one another. And then I started doing like a lot of aesthetic treatments on my own. I went to classes, I learned about it, and I was like, I want to let people know that like you need to know about all skin types, not just one type, but just not one skin type.
Yeah.
So like telling people of color like what they shouldn't use, what they should use, just really educating people. Then I got into like Botox and more skin corrective
Yes.
treatments. And then when I opened my own practice, I was like, wellness and skincare, wellness and confidence all go hand in hand.
It
So
does.
let's make two divisions. Make
Yes.
the aesthetics division and let's make the wellness. So we just call
Yeah.
like a basically a wellness set, where it's like one stop shop for everything. Because we also do PAPs in there as well too. So
Yes.
I mean, if your PAP is abnormal, you have to go to our GYN. But we do it all.
Yeah. You guys, it is literally like a one-stop shop. And I was telling your esthetician, I was like, I need to make an appointment. Like, you guys are on my list for this summer because I need like a little touch
Yeah.
up on my forehead, girl. Like, I'm not afraid of it. I love me some Dysport or Botox. And also the microneedling. I want to get into that. And being a melanated skin tone, I am afraid to let anyone touch my skin. You know what I mean? So I'd rather have someone that kind of understands my skin type and my tone. So yeah, I
That's
definitely
pretty
have to
important.
book my appointment. Absolutely. I was like, I wonder, I'm happy you answered that because I was so curious to know because I thought it was like a brilliant idea to have everything together. Yeah. Thank you
Yes.
for answering that.
Yes. Of
Um,
course. Yes.
Thank you. What do you want patients to feel when they walk through your doors? Like,
I want them so, just a quick caveat. So when you walk through my doors, it doesn't look like a normal provider's doctor's office,
okay,
right? You're walking in to like people say it looks like their living room, right? You have like
okay,
a coffee bar set up with snacks, you have a fireplace, you have a TV, you have very comfortable seating. Um, everything looks like it's not a provider's office. So
yeah,
one, that's so when you walk in, if you have that white coat hypertension, maybe that'll help you a little bit.
okay,
So when you walk in, automatically you feel like this is something different. And that's what we want. From the time you walk in the door, from the time you leave the door, I want you to feel like you are generally cared for. And not just that you are just getting medication thrown at you. Like actually you have a partner in your health. Like I want you to know that we're on the same team. And I like to always use the analogy like I am the coach, you're the quarterback. When we're in the
yeah,
office and we're making the plays together, it's important that you understand the plays because when you get on the field, I'm not going to be there next to you. Yeah, I'm on the
yeah,
sidelines shouting and cheering for you, but you need to know the plays and you need to understand the plays because you're out there by yourself. You need to know, what your medication does, which medication you're taking, how to eat, exercise, all the things that we talked about. So I want you to really feel like I'm your partner in your care. I want you to feel like you understand your care, and I want you to feel like it's the best office visit you ever had in your life.
yeah.
So that's all important to me.
I
And I
love
want you
that.
to know that you can also connect to me.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, because it's like you have that passion that drives your business, but you have that relationship building part of it too. And that's why that trust comes in from your patients where they fall in love with the practice. I like that you said that it feels like you're walking into your living room. That
Hmm.
actually hit the I love that idea. And let me tell you why. Because most people are paranoid when they go into a regular doctor's office. I know for my anxiety is on 10 when I even have to go for
Yeah.
like a regular checkup. And when they're checking my pressure, it's high, but my doctor, she always says, I know it's high because you're nervous. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
to have that feeling of walking into a practice and you're kind of like, okay, let me grab my coffee. Let me get checked out. I'm going to talk to Keyma for a little bit. We're going to have our girl chat and I'm out of here.
Yep.
That brings that br
Yes.
it brings down the
Mhm.
anxiety. It brings it down.
Yep.
I might have to I'm gonna have to switch over to I'm gonna have to switch over to
Come
Delaware.
on, come on. And
Listen,
not another. Go ahead.
no, no, you go ahead, Kima.
No, I said another important thing too is a lot of times when people come into their provider's office, right? Like they're typing away, or their back is towards them or whatever. Like I literally sit down and we're almost like knee to knee. We're talking, you know what I'm saying? We're
Yeah.
laughing. I think I'm a funny person myself, but I
Yes.
like to laugh. I like to crack jokes. I like to have a good time to make you feel comfortable. Not I don't like it to be a stuffy environment. Like
Yeah.
that's gonna make you feel very comfortable. You're not I want you to be able to trust me. Like you're like you said, like talking to your girlfriend. Like when you come in, my patients are telling me things that they don't tell any other provider, right? And a
Yeah.
lot of times I'm like, well, that makes sense. That's why you're having these headaches. Or like you sometimes you don't even realize the things that you're sharing with your provider just unknowingly can
Yeah.
actually help us figure out what's going on. So it's
Yeah.
important that you have a comfortable relationship. And that's why it's so important to me that you feel comfortable and you feel like you're being cared for.
Yeah. I'm
That's what's
definitely
gonna
gonna
make it work.
I'm gonna share this with like when we hang up with my girlfriends. Cause like I said, I didn't know you guys had that entire like, all of that positive thing, all of that positivity going on with the practice and the layout of everything. So this is something we have to get the word out there all the way because this is different. And I'm like really loving this Kima. For real, for real. Yeah, and you
Yeah,
know why?
thank you.
Like I said, I keep saying it hits home for me. When my sister got diagnosed with sarcoma, right? She was diagnosed with breast cancer,
Mhm.
and then she got diagnosed with sarcoma. She had two types of cancer at one time. Doctor said it was very rare, and I remember her just constantly telling me how afraid she was. She was scared. She was scared, and I
Yeah, yeah.
understand that, but I think a lot of that anxiety could have been a little bit mellowed out if she had a little bit more trust on who was providing for her. You know what I mean? So that's why I
Yeah,
love talking to
yeah.
people like you. I really do. Yeah, it means a lot.
Yes, yeah. Okay.
For
That's
some,
important too because mhm.
no, go ahead, girlfriend. All yours.
No, I was saying that's important as well too because even when I'm referring my patients to another provider, right? Because we have now, like I said, we established this trust, we established this relationship. I'm letting you know that this is someone that I trust. This is someone that
Yeah,
I vetted through other patients. All my patients like them, right? And that this is an extension of me. Someone that I trust is you're going to be in good hands. I'm not sending you to someone that I know is not a good provider, that have bad reviews. Like everybody that I work with, I want you to know. And now that I sent you over to that provider, that doesn't mean like I'm out of the loop. I still want you to call me. I still want you to ask questions. If I don't know the question, that's my job because I am basically the captain of the ship, right? I'm the one to make sure all the communication is filtered through me so everyone is on the same page.
yeah,
So it is important, like even like you said, like with your sister, unfortunately, I wish that she would have had,
yeah,
better communication. Like it's important to just have like again the whole team has to be on the same page. You have to be comfortable with your entire healthcare team. So
yeah,
when I'm sending my patients to someone, just know that you're in good hands. Even though it's
yeah,
not me, I'm still putting you in good hands with someone else.
yeah. Absolutely. And I appreciate you
Mhm.
saying that. I think for a lot of us, and I hate to throw this out there, but I'm just a transparent person. But for a lot of us that's not educated in the health world, or maybe dealing with a certain type of insurance, right? Or a
Mhm.
person of color that may be neglected they may feel neglected at the doctor's office. It can come off intimidated, like, and you may be intimidated a little bit. And so you kind of just settle,
Yeah.
you know? And so now that we have
Yeah.
you know? So now that we have people like yourself and your business partner that's educating us more on our options, because we do have options. We just need more people like you to
Mhm.
kind of like spread the word and let us know, like, listen, you're not alone in this. We're here to support you. Or that's definitely
Yes.
game changing. Is game
Domestic.
changing for sure. Absolutely.
Mhm.
For someone listening, Kima, who's sitting, in the same, seat you were sitting in, fear of like moving forward or fear of pivoting right now, what would you say to that person?
I would say, I like to say all the time that, there's never a perfect time to move forward.
Yeah,
Um, you're always going to be scared. You're always going to feel not ready. You're always going to be uncomfortable. So put all those things aside
yeah,
and you have to just get over the fear, right? I say confidence isn't about like moving forward, just like unknowingly boldly. Confidence is moving forward despite fear because on the other side of fear is where everything begins.
yeah,
So move forward, do it boldly, do it with confidence, and do it wisely.
yeah,
Don't let fear hold you. If you let
yeah.
fear hold you back, you would never make the first step.
I totally agree with you. And if you don't try, you're just not going to know. And who wants to live a life like that of not knowing, you know? So
Mhm.
that's great.
Yes.
That's great advice. Yeah,
Hmm.
absolutely.
And I think we are scared of what other people say. We're scared because of comparison. We're in an age of social media, and you're looking at someone else and comparing someone else's beginning with your beginning.
Yeah,
That is the worst thing you can do, right? Because even myself, right? People probably looking like she is killing it. You didn't see my sleepless nights. You didn't see me
yeah,
crying. You don't see my mental breakdowns.
yes,
You don't see the beginning where I'm like, I am literally failing and I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life right now.
yeah,
So don't compare yourself to other. You don't know what the background looks like. You don't know what
yeah,
they went through to get there. So just only thing you should be comparing yourself to is what you did yesterday or what you did last week.
Yeah.
Because you're only in the race by yourself, not anyone
Yeah.
else.
Yeah. That's great advice because everyone's journey is different. Everyone's journey is different.
There.
There's there's no 2 journeys that's the same, you know what I mean? So that's actually great advice because I do think we get caught up in the social media hype and all of that stuff, which, like you said, it looks one way on social media,
Mm-hmm.
but it's something completely different, at actually,
Yeah.
in your space. So that's great advice. And that's something that it took me a while yeah, it took me a while to kind of understand that too. But now I'm here. I'm like, you know what? I
Mhm.
think when you get to a certain age too, you're kind of like, listen, I'm gonna do me, I'm gonna have fun doing me. And either you get it or you don't get it, you with it or you're not with it. But this is what it is. So
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes, I agree. Think I think when you hit 40, most of us are like, why do I care? Like, you're not what do I care what other people think? I'm gonna live my life, and like that you
Yes,
begin to realize life is so short,
it
to
is.
care what other people are saying.
Opinions are,
Hmm.
right? Because you're living for yourself, and, like, you have your kids and your husband, that's all that really matters at the end of the day. That's all that matters, like,
Yes,
am I representing my
yes.
family and my kids, in a decent light? How does this look according to my family and but most importantly, yourself, so, yeah. It's that 40. I always say, I wish I woke up for in my 40 I wish I woke up in my 40s,
Yes,
right?
I know. You have
Yes.
to like create like a group or something called the 40s mindset. Like start thinking of your 40s when you're in like your 20s.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you could have like
Mhm.
a 40s Botox party at your practice, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yes,
uh-huh.
absolutely. Yeah.
Uh-huh. I'll be there. You can sign me up. I'll come with all the girls. Um,
Yes,
yeah.
I gotta put something together.
Yeah. Oh, that would be nice. Or even for like I don't know. Yeah, girl, we gotta talk after this. Cause I would love something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Where can people find you, Kima? Follow your work, or connect with you in your practice?
Yes. So you can find us on our website is www.neovital, NEOVITAL, like Delaware.com. And that has everything from why we started, our philosophy, our vision, everything's on the website. All of our services priced in. Then you can follow our Instagram, which is neoteric_vitality.
Yeah,
And that you can give our office a call,
yeah.
302-374-0308. We're located in Middletown, Delaware.
Oh, you guys are in Middletown. My family lives in Middletown. Yeah. I used to go over to
Oh,
Middletown
really?
all the time. Yeah, my dad, his that's where I kinda like that was my home away from home. My dad's house was in Middletown, so very familiar with the area, very beautiful
Okay.
area. Yeah, and I'm gonna have
Yeah.
all of
It's
your
gorgeous.
information it is really pretty. I'm gonna have all of your business information linked here, so everyone can follow you as well and learn more about your practice and everything that you guys have going on over at the practice as well. Because I really think it's important to get the word out and let people know that they do have options when it comes to their wellness care. Yeah.
Yes.
I love that.
One more thing also, that I didn't really touch on the aesthetics part is we
Yes.
have the aesthetics there. Um, and I know there's so many stigmas around aesthetics, but I just want to be the first one to say that aesthetics is not about changing how you look or stopping the aging process because you want to age gracefully. Aesthetics is all about confidence. So whatever you
Yes.
want to do, we want you to do it with confidence. We want you to feel confident in your own skin, whether
Yeah.
it's that just a facial to have a glow at the end, whether it's Botox to get rid of those wrinkles, whether it's a chemical peel to get rid of your hyperpigmentation. We just want you to feel confident in your own skin without
Yeah.
changing the way you look. The
Yeah.
best injectable, the best cosmetics is undetectable, right? You just
Yeah.
know that you look more fresh, awake, or whatever the case may be, not
Yeah.
making you look like a different person. So that's
Yeah.
what we're about. We're about natural.
Natural enhancement or just maintaining. I love that you touched on that because
Main-
again, maintaining. Another thing is a lot of younger girls, I think they think you have to wait till you get a certain age to start these treatments. And you don't because a lot of times the
Mhm.
earlier you start, it can be preventative treatments, right? So
That is
that's
it.
something
Yeah.
for, yeah,
Yes.
it's something
Yeah.
for all ages for sure. I like that. I love the fact that you guys are more into like the natural versus facial balancing and changing the structure and all that stuff. So that's a lot.
Mhm.
That is really good. Yeah, I have to come and take a visit, like come and visit. And like I said, I keep telling your esthetician that I'm coming, but it's definitely on my list this summer for sure. Yeah,
Yes, yeah. Come
yeah,
and visit us. We will love that.
yeah. Thank
Mhm.
you.
We're
Is there?
actually doing we're doing a some facials in King of Prussia. I believe it's July 15th or July 18th. It will be on our Instagram. We're
Okay,
working with Missouri at a store in King of Prussia Mall. It's a jewelry store. So you get
okay.
10% off and then you also get a facial that day. So
Oh, nice. I have to come see you. Or I'll repost it
yeah.
also. Like once you guys start marketing out the what that event looks like, I'll definitely repost it. But I'm interested in microneedling,
Yeah.
so I know I have to come in the
Okay.
office for that. Yeah, yeah. I want to try that. Everyone keeps talking about microneedling, and I was a little nervous, but if D is going to do it, I'm all hands on deck. Or you, like if one of you guys are
Yeah.
going to do it, I'm all hands on
Yes.
deck for sure. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
Is there anything you want to leave the audience with before we exit out? Anything, any final words you want to say about yourself, your team, or your practice?
Just just a general statement. Basically, I just want everybody to know that, it's important that you have a good relationship with your healthcare provider. If you
Yes,
don't trust your healthcare provider, you don't feel like you're being taken care of, change. There's a lot of choices out there. And I feel like there's a big health disparity in the African American community.
yes,
So if you feel like your provider is not listening to you, is not taking you serious, then please, please, please find someone that is, because people are dying unnecessarily out here for things
they
that
are.
could have been prevented.
Absolutely. And just one more clarity for me, you guys do women and men's health, right? It's full circle, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
great. Good
Yep.
to know.
We do women. We bring out children. Everyone are welcome to come.
Oh, good. Good to know. Okay, you know what? You got me thinking. You got me thinking. So I'm gonna have to switch over and tell my husband because my daughter has eczema. So we're trying to find someone that can help us instead of just throwing us medication to put on her. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
There's a
like
lot of
that.
things we can do with that, besides medication, just
Yeah.
from lifestyle changes to everything else. Yeah.
Absolutely, and that's what I need to be educated on for sure. And I wanna thank you, Kima,
Yeah.
so much for taking the time out to chat with me. You're my 3rd
Yeah.
episode, and this one I'm excited about all the episodes, but like I said, when it comes to the world of health and wellness, it kinda touches a really soft place with me, so I'm definitely excited to share your story with everyone, and thank you so much
Okay.
for just being community driven and giving back and educating us on wellness and health.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome.